All right. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome everybody to the Everything Sucks and I'm Broke Down live stream. Let's see what kind of trouble we get in today because it's been a while since I've been able to go live, but now here we are. And I happen to be broke down in a motel room while we do it. So I figured this was the best time. So yeah, we'll see who shows up, who wants to hang out, and see what kind of conversation we get into today. It's been a while since I've been live, so I feel weird being here. So I'm counting on you guys to hopefully show up any minute so that we can hang out and give me something to talk about, because I don't know what to talk about unless you guys are here. And as luck would have it, you guys are here. It's good to see you. What's up, The Wanderer OTR? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Audio good? I think the video is good. I don't see any problems with the video, but how's audio? We sound all right? I hope we do. Because if we don't, I don't have a solution. I don't have a fix for that. All right. T-Bone, what's going on? Good to see you. Sorry to hear that, man. Hey, you know what? That's okay. I figured what a way to pass the time. We'll just go live and we'll hang out for a little while. So not a big deal, Isaiah. Good to see you nonetheless. You know, shit happens. You know how it goes. Nick says, hey, where are you? And then now down here he says, never mind, don't answer that. I'll answer it. What are you going to do? What are they going to do? There's no Fuel Island here. You can't come beat me up on Fuel Island. So what are you going to do? I'm near Portland. I'm near Portland right now. So that's where I'm at, just chilling in my motel room. That's where I'm at, Nick. I don't care. No one's going to beat me up anyways. What's going on, Michael Bruce? Good to see you. Hello, Sam Nesbitt. Good to see you too. Yep, hotel room. Yeah, how about that? Nice change from the truck, isn't it? So, yeah. Yep, I'm in a room. Absolutely. How's it going, Josh? Haven't caught a live since the old channel. Wow. Yeah, that's been a while. Hasn't it? I haven't been able to go live for nearly the last month because I used up all my fucking bandwidth on my internet that I carry with me, and I had to wait for the new billing cycle to start. And then we could finally go live again. So here we are, hanging out. You good on both? Awesome. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that, man. That sucks, man. At least you have a nice, clean hotel there. Yeah, I do. I got a nice room. I can't be mad about that. Of course, that doesn't bother me. Look, is this angle a little weird? Maybe I could lower it so y'all could see my titties at least get put on a show for you guys. But yeah, you know, whatever. I'm down till Monday, at least. Monday is when they'll look at the truck, and we'll go from there and kind of see what's going on. So, Imelda, good to see you. How are you, Imelda? It's been a while. I'm still in training, but I'm not very good at trucking yet. That's all right, Isaiah. You'll get around. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. Yeah, you'll get it. Rig Pig says there. No, I'm here. Now I'm worried if did I do my title wrong? Now I'm like super. Is this a problem in my title? Let's go find me. Now I'm worried that I did my title wrong. The Everything Sucks and I'm Broke Down live stream. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking there then, Rig Pig. I thought that would have something to do with my title. You sound good on my end. Thank you, Kelly. You look good, Kelly. From what I'm seeing, you look good. So too bad you aren't at the casino. You could win enough to solve all your money troubles. Yeah, maybe. I thought about stopping by the casino, and I'm like, there have been nights, my friends, where I went into a casino with $100 and walked out $1,500 richer, $2,000 richer. But I have also walked out without my fucking $100 that I initially went in on a few occasions. And I'm like, I could go to a casino with $100. But I'd be really mad if I lost that $100. So I opted to not do that. But because I was over by Pendleton a couple days ago. And yeah, I was going to go play it. But I'm like, nah, I better not. Because that would be stupid to lose money. That would be really stupid. I only see Pam Transport in Florida. Any recommendations? Well, sure, George. I mean, if you're planning, you know, Pam's an over-the-road company, right? So if you're planning to go over the road, fuck, it almost don't matter who you go with. Now in Florida, you're a little more limited because there's not a whole lot of freight that goes in and out of Florida. I mean, there's freight, of course there is, but I would imagine Pam is not your only option for an over-the-road company. Now, I don't know that I have any recommendations off the top of my head, but there must be plenty of companies that run over the road to Florida There must be. I'm waiting on a very important delivery to get here. So if you guys see me looking at my phone, it's not because I'm not interested in the conversation. I'm just waiting for a very important package to arrive. So I got to keep an eye on that. Dark, what's going on? You managed to catch a stream. You did. Yeah, I don't normally stream on Saturdays, but what the fuck else was I going to do, right? So, yeah. Yeah, Nick, there is a terminal here. It's a very small terminal. I got my truck in there. We'll probably talk about what's going on with the truck here in a few minutes, give everybody kind of a chance to come in. But I did manage to get my truck into the terminal, and they close their shop on the weekends in this terminal. Ain't that a bitch? So I got in there. I was happy. I'm in the terminal. Fuck yeah, we're gonna get this thing fixed. And they said, yeah, you're done till Monday, dude. You're done. So here we are. Saw Love's employee raiding a fellow Swift driver's truck today. What do you mean? What were they doing? I'm not sure what they were doing, but like, were they still in their shit? Like, still in the freight, or what's going on over there? You'll have to tell me more about it, Justin. Jubits, yeah, that is around here somewhere, right, Kelly? Like, that's somewhere around Portland, isn't it? I believe so. I've never stopped there, but I've heard about it. Gunning for trucking. Audio good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I'm in Vancouver, about to be in Portland. Awesome. Yeah, I'm in Portland. I'm over here in Portland. Well, I'm over here in Troutdale, because that's where the Swift terminal is. I'm just a couple miles from that terminal. All right. The questions are coming in. What's wrong with the truck? So we'll talk about it. And you guys know that I'm not very mechanically inclined, so I'll tell you what I understand of what's going on. My truck's got a very quirky thing with it, where if you let the DEF level drop below a quarter of a tank, so your DEF gauge, once it goes lower than a quarter, it will send me like SCR faults and say that it's going to derate, right? And so I know that about my truck. I know it's all trucks have some kind of weird quirks, right? So yesterday I let it drop just a little bit below that quarter of a tank on the DEF. And sure enough, the lights came on that it's going to derate and all that shit. And I filled the DEF tank up. It wasn't empty. It's just when it goes under a quarter. So I filled the DEF up, and then this morning when I started the truck, it said it was going to derate within an hour. And I'm like, that's weird. It never goes down that low. And then the error cleared off, and then the error came back, and it actually derated while I was driving through Portland. How do I explain it? The first stages of derate, where it takes forever to climb a hill. You know, you can still go 65 miles per hour, but it's absolutely miserable climbing a hill. And I thought to myself, I would pull into the TA on 84 leaving Portland, which is 2 miles from the Swift terminal. And you guys know, like I said, I'm not that mechanically inclined, but you guys know that sometimes if you just flip that key on and off 5-10 times and then start the truck, it'll clear out those errors. Well, that's what I tried to do at the TA. And my truck went into limp mode, which means it can only go 5 miles per hour. So I'm 2 miles from the Swift terminal. And if you guys are familiar with that TA, it's like a frontage road that's very busy. And my truck can only go 5 miles per hour now. I tried turning it off and on again and all these things, and I couldn't get this limp mode to turn off. So I eventually left the TA, and I just had to block traffic with my slow ass truck at 5 miles per hour. My flashers going off, my air horn going off, letting people know, look, I'm about to shut this bitch down. And I drove the 2 miles over to our terminal at 5 miles per hour. And it took a while, as you can imagine. And so I drove over there, I got over, and I walked over to the shop. Nothing's open. So I called our on-road, the maintenance number that you call, and they said, yeah, you're in the right spot, because we're going to need, they told me that we need to regen it. Now, I held down the regen button. It won't work. They said that we're going to have to force regen it. They said, and we need a dealership to do that, or we need our shop at the terminals to do it. And they said, you're basically stuck until Monday at this point. And I was frustrated, because I'm like, what the fuck? This is Swift, man. We're closing down our shops on the weekend, but it is what it is. I mean, what can I do about it? they said, yep, we'll get it in the shop Monday morning. And there we are. So I went to a motel room because the truck will still run, but it sets off an alarm nonstop that it's been derated. I don't want to run it while it's doing that. I don't know that that's a good idea, but I don't want to attempt to sleep in it while it's making all that damn racket up there. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at with the truck. I'll catch up on the comments and see what you guys say about it. But yeah, we're down. We're down until Monday. We're down until Monday. So let's see. We got about 10 to 15 minutes before this very important package arrives here that is going to make my night go a lot smoother. That's what's going to happen. So, yep, that's what's going on with the truck. Your room looks like one of my old layover motels. The Dalles by chance? Nope, I'm right here in the Portland area, so I'm not quite out that far east. Not quite out that far. Blaze Journey, good to see you. Are you getting a loaner? I will worry about that Monday. If we end up with like it's some major fucking repair, then yeah, they're going to have to do something, you know. And quite frankly, I haven't built up my maintenance account enough to afford a major fucking repair right now. So I'm hoping that they go in and they force regen it, and that's good. But I also was reading a little bit. Keep in mind, I'm not that mechanically inclined, but I was reading that there's a certain sensor that checks the level of your def level sensor, I think it's called. And from what I was reading, that may be what's the problem, because it's reading the wrong amount of def and thinks it has to derate itself because it thinks it's out of def. But the def gauge is still reading that it has def in it. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's not anything major. I can't stress out about it yet. I'm already stressed out enough. Now I got to sit around till Monday. I got pulled off the load I was on. Of course, they needed someone else to do it. And it's like, just pray for me, my friends. I'm not even a religious person, but it's like, is everything really going to go wrong at once? Is that what we're going to do? Whatever. You have a chair, you are the king of the castle. Absolutely. Isaiah, we're not good at trucking either. Yep, we're not good at it either. We do our best. Absolutely. Racking up them hotel points. Yeah, I guess that's really not the goal. That's not the goal for sure, but that is apparently what we're doing. My engine light came on as soon as I left the lot. I guess that's the risk you take with the MRP lease. And you know, Christopher, a lot of times with these fucking check engine lights, I just run it because these trucks have sensors fucking everywhere and they're always bitching about something. So a check engine light, okay, well, it can wait till the next time we get into the shop, right? You're almost always going to have some sort of fucking light on these trucks. If it's not the check engine, it's the ABS light or whatever, what have you. It's just gonna do whatever. So it happens, man. It happens. Truck issues, exactly. What is the package? The package is a very, very important package, and you guys will know when it gets here. Because it's basically party time over here, because what else am I going to do? Whatever happened to that honey badger girl? You know, I don't really know. She had put out a video a while ago that she was leaving YouTube. She was stressed out about YouTube stuff, which makes sense. That happens, believe it or not. And that's the last I ever saw from her. So I don't know if she ever came back. I never looked her up after that, if I'm being honest. So I don't know where she went. I don't know if she's still around here or not. Troutdale, yep, absolutely. Hope you're making good money. Well, I am when the truck's rolling. I mean, I'm making enough money, but today not so much. Let me jump over here before I forget these. Vasily, I think I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm screwing up your name, but Vasily with the $20 super chat says thank you for some beer. So thank you, Vasily. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you. And also Sci-Fi Nation with the channel membership. And as you guys can see on the banner there, channel memberships are only $1.99. They do nothing. You get nothing out of it, if I'm being honest with you. It just helps to help support the channel. So I just wanted to make sure I grabbed those before I forgot. Thank you to both of you for that. I appreciate it. So let's see where we were on the comments. Greetings from Illinois, Josh. It's not Sunday. No, it is not Sunday. Cool, yeah. I don't go past the Rockies. Oh, yeah, I do all the time. I'm always out west somewhere. As a matter of fact, I was kind of thinking about maybe, since I like being out west, maybe I could look into I know it's kind of stupid coming from me, but it's just a thought I had. I hadn't done anything about it yet, but maybe I could look into maybe if they got something dedicated running sort of like Western. But I don't know that I want to do that because I like being over the road too, just kind of running wild out there. So I haven't thought about it. Yep, Portland area. Absolutely. The Ukrainian trucking company I was running containers to the rail yard for collapsed like a house of cards. Running Amazon loads to the post office on night shift now. Yeah, you're seeing that a lot, Dark, unfortunately. You're seeing a lot of trucking companies struggle and run out of money. And that's just the reality. That's one of the guy, I think he was a dispatcher or something, works over at Swift. He was nice enough to give me a ride to my motel room. And he was saying that, we used to have everything open on weekends as far as the shop goes. A lot more people used to work at Swift in the office and the shop. And they've just cut back on people. And that's just where we're at right now. That's the fucking reality of the industry. It's nice. Are we talking about the Jubits still? I'm not really sure. I haven't been there, but I've heard good things. They gave you a lemon, huh? Well, I don't want to say that, Royal Mac. That would be really bad. The thing with these fucking DEF systems, it can, keep in mind, I'm not mechanically inclined. This is just speaking from my own experience. It could be as simple as force regen and it's fucking ready to go, or $20 sensor, throw that in, we're good. I don't know if sensor still costs $20, $80 sensor, and we're good to go. Or it could start to get into the tens of thousands of dollars, right? All I can do is wait to see what happens and figure it out from there on Monday. But the good news is I keep getting content out of it, right? I keep getting videos. So I can't be mad about that. So Monday I'll bitch about how Swift closes everything on the weekends. That'll be what I bitch about. You thought you had your days confused? Yeah, Lady Boomer. Yeah, I'm sure this is probably confusing for a lot of people, but I am just here chilling. Sorry, I'm still watching for my package to arrive. That should be here between 5 and 8 minutes from now. But nope, you don't have your days confused. I'll probably even go live tomorrow too, because what the fuck? I'm just going to sit here for 2 days? That's crazy. Absolutely not. Oh, looks like some more super chats came in. Let me go over and check those real quick. We got Sci-Fi Nation with $5. I always say this in the streams, but the reason I don't put them up on the screen is because then it moves me off of the comments that I'm reading from all the other comments. But thank you guys so much nonetheless. It's on 2 separate tabs, or you got to wait 20 minutes for me to get there, and thank you for sending a super chat. So I want to make sure I get them. Sci-Fi Nation with the $5 says, hey Josh, hope you swing wide. It's a friggin' trailer. Yeah, we got Swift jokes, of course we do. Appreciate the $5, man. Thank you. And then we've got Joe V with $20 says, get some food on me. By the way, I drive for Prime. Not saying I'm loving it. Well, thank you, Joe V. I appreciate the $20. And yeah, there's a Dairy Queen right next to me. And Dairy Queen, the stuff they do on the grill, like the dogs and the burgers and stuff, actually aren't bad. So I might be over there, unless I'm streaming too late. But then I don't know. So Justin with a $5 super chat says, to help with the boot situation. Thank you, Justin. It's like when it rains, it pours, right? It's like, okay, we're getting work through this boot situation. It's fine. We're getting through it. And then the fucking truck breaks down. I go, oh my God, I was set up to have a good week this week. And what can you do? The truck just broke down. It's like, I'm hoping this week is one of those weeks where they, decide that they don't know when the pay period ends and they run it out till like Wednesday, because then I could get like another 1,500 miles still. I've got I'd say 1,700 range so far this week, so I can still turn it into a good week if a lot of things go right. The truck gets fixed quickly and they give me a good load. That's it. That's what I need to go right. If they're like, yeah, your truck's going to be here for another few days, be on the lookout for me to have an absolute panic attack and make a video of me losing my shit next week. But if it's something like that, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to talk to whoever to get me in a truck. If it's a loaner or we sign a lease on a different truck, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. But we'll see how that all works out. All I can do is wait till Monday. That's all I can do. So anyways, oh, not the DEF system. Yeah, exactly, Nick. It's scary, isn't it? It's scary. We'll see what happens. I followed your recommendation about trying some Blue Moon, and it was delicious. My wife hates beer, and she even likes it. Yeah, Blue Moon's not bad. Blue Moon's not bad. So I've been doing a little different these days. What have I been doing? No, I mean the Blue Moon's on the way. Don't get me wrong, but I had some summer shandies a few days ago. Those are always delicious. So those are always delicious. Sorry, I'm not trying to act like I'm ignoring you guys. My package is almost here. My package is almost here, and I'm excited about that. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, Blue Moon's a good one, though. Blue Moon's a good one. My Kenworth did the same thing. And what happened, Nick? Tell me about it. I don't know if you've got a comment down here later, but tell me how it came out with your Kenworth. And I understand I'm way behind on comments right now. I always am. But let me know. Could you please rate all the companies you have been to worst to first? Nope. I worked for way too many to even remember them. So no, I'm unable to do that. I'm sorry. So never going to pay that boot debt off, right? I mean, my God, how does this happen? Only to this guy trucks, right? I'm trying to keep my spirits up. We will know more Monday. And that's when I will wait to absolutely fucking panic, is if something's way worse than that. But obviously, I'm in no position to have a big repair bill. I'm just not. I don't have the maintenance fund built up. And if I have to call someone from Swift and cry on the phone, it's not beneath me to do that. So I may do that. Poop Lips says, "Hey, asshole." Hello, Poop Lips. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. They had a key to get in, so I don't know if it was them checking on the driver or what. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Darn emission, wish Swift would let you delete the truck. Yeah, I don't know that Swift wants to deal with all the headache of all the fines and everything they'd have to deal with. Sorry, we got another super chat from Florida with the $10. Send a wrecker. I'm in trouble. Yeah. Thank you for the $10. Is that, I'm trying to see, are you trying to do like something with maybe a Swift acronym here? Let me go ahead and pop it up on the screen here. Sorry about that. I haven't figured out a good system to do all this. Now I'm going to jump back to the other comments and be like, now where was I over here? And I'm such a fucking mess. But send wrecker, I'm in trouble. I think we're going for a Swift acronym here. So I think we just add the word fucking to it, right? Send a wrecker, I'm in fucking trouble. Does that spell Swift? I'm dumb. I'm a Swift driver, so I don't know. But I think you're on the right track there, Florida. I think you're on the right track. I definitely think you are. Let me get back up here. Sorry about that. Here's where Poop Lips called me an asshole. And okay, here we are. The TA in Troutdale is a shithole. Yes, it is. Absolutely, Dark. You are not wrong at all. My package is almost here, my friends. I should hear a knocking on the door any minute. I got to make sure I have my ID. On me, but we should hear a knocking any minute. And unless it's a super trucker here to beat the shit out of me, it should be a very, very good package. So we'll see. Swift things, yeah, right. No kidding. Josh is in limp mode. Exactly. I am. I'm getting to that age. What's up, Sci-Fi? That's painful. Yeah. They make a pill for that. I always feel so bad because I'm always so far behind on the comments. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, they do make a pill for that. Sometimes you can remove the key for 30 minutes. Remove the key, really? Does removing the key? I never take my key out of the ignition, T-Bone, because I have the, obviously the other key I carry on me. My key never comes out of the ignition. Is that true? I'm going to be really mad if because the key's still in it. The key's still in the ignition. I never take it out. I have never heard that, and that's super frustrating. If that's a thing, removing the key, huh? No, button. Did Swift make you exclude it? Are we talking about the regen button? It has it, yeah. But you can't. With trucks, you can't just regen them if they don't need it. So then, and if it won't work, then you have to force regen it. So we'll just see what they say. We'll just see what they say. Detroit was open 7 days. Were they? Yeah, I'm over here in Portland. They said they used to be open 7 days here, but they're just not anymore. I'm in Salem, just down the road. Yeah, you're not far at all, Isaiah. Not at all. I went through Salem earlier today before my truck went to hell on me. The crap happening with your truck is what used to happen with the first generation of Regen, especially with Cat Motors. The truck was in the shop at least. Yeah, and you would think, like, can we get a system that works? And the frustrating thing with it is there's just so many sensors involved, right? And I'm not an engineer. I'm not smart enough to talk about these things. It's always a sensor somewhere goes out or something. And that's just kind of where we're at. The liquor store delivers? No, the liquor store don't, but DoorDash does, you see. DoorDash does. Oh, they're here. Hold on.
Okay, looking for Joshua?
Yep.
Oh, okay, where's the date? Oh, there it is up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Each state is so different.
Yeah.
Is it good sound?
Yeah.
Signature? There you go. Nice and cool.
All right. Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.
All right, my friends, the package has been delivered. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas, baby. There we go. All right. Let me just put that away real quick. Oh, fuck. Breaking the refrigerator. All right. All right, my friends. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. Yes, cheers. All right. I think I saw another super chat come in. I did not. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that. I think I got all those. All right. Where were we? He likes his whatever. That poor fucking maintenance. I know, right? I mean, my God, it's got like $800 in it. I think I've only been here, a month and a half, if that. And fuck, man, what a rough way to start, right? But I'm, like I said earlier, it's not beneath me to call someone and cry until we get a solution. Because if the truck's got a major repair, I can't afford it. I just can't afford it. So hopefully it's just a minor thing, a sensor, a force regen, and away we go. I hope that's it. We'll see. It's the deathless. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Nick. See, I'm not much of a mechanic, but I did look up a little bit. Oh, I should have a drink, shouldn't I? But that's what I'm thinking too, Nick. Because right when it hits a quarter, and then it starts sending up codes, acting like it's out of def. And I think you're absolutely right. I hope you're right, because that's not an expensive fix at all. As a former super over-the-road guy, I know what I would have done. Oh, yeah? What would you have done? And Jimmy says, good to see you, TGT. Yeah, thank you. Good to see you too, Jimmy. Good to see you too. And Pirate King, how are you, man? How are you? It's good to see you. I get so excited when I see how many people from the old channel have found me here, have rediscovered this channel. And Pirate King, always a pleasure to see you. And yes, you're right. It'll pass. We'll get through it. I'm not on here crying for sure. I will be Monday. Don't worry. I'll make a video of me crying if this all goes to hell on me. So we'll see. How many years you been vaping, Josh? A while. And I got a cough too, which is kind of whatever. Geez. I started vaping shortly after I started trucking, maybe within the first year or two. So a while. Def quality sensor? I don't know anything about that one. But hey, maybe. If we're talking about a cheap sensor replacement, I'm happy. I'm good with that. I'm mad because of the lost time right now that I could be out, driving. But whatever, it happens. It's part of the business. And Sci-Fi Nation, sorry guys. You know what? I should have been popping these up on the screen earlier. I was so worried about losing track of comments. I'll get better at streaming, I promise. I used to be pretty decent at it. But Sci-Fi Nation with another $2, it says, real truckers don't use DEF. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a real broke down trucker to me because you got to have that shit. Unfortunately, well, you don't got to. There's ways around it, I guess. But, anyways, 50% of the time my truck gas gauge works every time. Well, yeah, mine don't have a gas gauge, so I don't know what you're talking about. I have never been in a truck with a gas gauge. See, I'm super trucking on you right now. You talking about diesel, boy? You talking about diesel? Yeah, when the fuel gauges are off too, that's kind of horrible because that was the last truck I was in at Western Flyer. That thing, that gauge was off, and I ran out. How many times did I run out of fuel in that fucking truck? Twice? Yeah, I think twice. Because it's like, oh, I still got a quarter of a tank. I'm fine. And then I was out. I was broke down on the side of the road. This one in this truck is fucking brilliant. Because you can hit the E and still drive for another 200 miles. Now, 200 is as far as I tested it. Some of the things that happen to me are my own fucking fault, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. When I run out of fuel on the side of the road, sometimes that's my own damn fault. But the fuel gauge in that last T680 I was in didn't work right. And that will fuck you. Absolutely. Run that shit. Just have a CV. Yeah, I'll run it at 5 miles per hour. That's what I'll do. I like the MRP trucks. If I go back, they'll give me a Volvo. Yeah, I just don't think the MRP trucks are a bad deal at all. It's very manageable with the payments. And of course they are older trucks. I think it's 350,000 miles for the truck to qualify for the MRP lease. So you will have problems, but the payments are much more manageable for sure. Yes, Joe V. Trying times for you. Real test. Exactly, Joe V. We just have to muscle through it, right? If we get this repair done and I just get back to work, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We'll just see how it goes. That's all we can do. I'm off all weekend now, so I'm not going to try to spend the weekend stressed out because you guys know I have a horrible habit of doing that and just freaking out. And I'm going to try not to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Waiting on the cold ones. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we're having. That's what we're having. We've got Thunderstorm 87 with the $5 over here. Thank you so much, Thunderstorm. Not sure if you meant to leave a comment under it or not, but anyways, appreciate nonetheless. Thank you. Thank you. Justin with the $5 said, had a similar thing happen to my truck. Something wrong with the depth sensor that would send it to the beginning stages of D-rate. And if it's that, Justin, it doesn't sound like the worst thing ever. So I'll make sure I explain all that to the shop when I see them on Monday, and hopefully we can just get it all straightened out quickly and get her back on the road. Because overall, I mean, I like the truck. It's a good truck for sure. It's just we're going to have to work out some bugs. Of course we are. All trucks have some weird quirks about them, Nirvana, yeah, I forgot I was wearing this shirt. Yeah, I'm in the right part of the country to be wearing it, huh? I'm not quite in Seattle, I guess, but hey, yeah, I forgot I had this one on. So I support steak dinners. You know what, Lady Boomer, that sounds delicious. I'm probably not on a steak dinner budget right now, but hey, I like where your heart is. I like your thinking. And I support a nice steak dinner too. Absolutely. They have the West Coast Regional with the highest fuel. Yeah, they do have the higher fuel surcharge. So anybody that doesn't know, when you're running at Swift, if you're on the West Coast, running on the West Coast for them, there's an extra 10 cents added to the fuel surcharge. So yeah, that's not bad at all, is it, Nick? But fuel does cost a lot more too. So, it is what it is. How many miles are on the truck? It's 317,000, I believe, is what's on it right now. I got it at 301,000. It actually didn't really qualify for the MRP lease, but they were like close enough, but your payment will be a little higher than most MRP trucks. And I went, okay, I mean, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, 317,000 are on my truck right now. Still watch you to decide if I want to do OTR. So no, that's fair. That's fair, man. That's it. I mean, good. Yeah. Watch and see, but watch other people too, Nick. Watch other people too and see what's out there, because maybe I'm just negative all the time, again. Oh, do it again. Yeah, all good, Josh. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Thank you. I hear Prime has tons of open positions. I hear the opposite. I hear that Prime has too many drivers. That's what I'm hearing, but I don't know. because all I know is what people say on the internet, and people are saying they're sitting around a lot of Prime, but I think that's just the nature of trucking right now. There's too many goddamn truckers out here, guys. I'm sorry. And that's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. Oh, looks like we got some more super chats over here. We got Nathan with the $20. I'm going to do the lease purchase at the end of July with Swift. Do you have any tips on how to fuel your truck for the first-time owner-operator? I've heard of people failing for not doing it the correct way. I'm going to be super honest with you, Nathan, and thank you for the $20. I am not a fueling guru when it comes to this stuff. I should learn more about it myself, because there are guys that use their own fuel cards and they swear by them. It saves them a lot more money and things like that. I guess the only things I worry about, Nathan, and this is not helpful advice, is worry about the fuel consumption, right? Slow the truck down, drive it at a nice, consistent, lower speed, and don't idle it if you don't have to, type of things. But for the real hardcore, like, fuel savings tips, I am unfortunately not the guy. I would just tell you a bunch of shit that don't make sense, Nathan. There's some guys out there that know a lot about fuel cards and discounts and shit like that. And I'm sorry, I feel bad because you just sent $20 and I don't have a good answer for you, man. I don't. I just I need to learn more myself, if I'm being honest. I really do. So sorry about that, Nathan. I apologize. Sal with the $5. Worked at Swift 2 months, 62 cents, and most I made was $9.26 a week. Joyride pays me $16.35 gross and $13.03 net. Company driver, dedicated run Arizona to California, 34 hours off. There you go. Yeah, that's nice, Sal. I mean, yeah, you can't fault a guy for making more money, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are giving me shit, which is fine. I'm on YouTube. I get it. People are going to give me shit. But they're like, why is a 10-year veteran at Swift right now? And that's the point. I thought it would be cool to be a 10-year veteran and go to a starter company and kind of see what's what about it. But I'm well aware, too, that if I stop doing stupid shit like that, I could make more money. I know. And I decided with whatever happens with Swift, this needs to be like my last freight hauling job. If I quit, or they hate my videos and they tell me to get fucked, or I pay off my lease and I retire from Swift, it needs to be the last one, because whatever comes after this, I need to get more serious about things. But I really, really wanted to go to Swift and see what it was like from a veteran's perspective that has never worked there before. But no, you're doing good, and one day I need to do something more serious also. for sure, man. Where was I at? Let's see. Donald Trump is innocent. # MAGA says it broke down again. Damn it. Yeah, this is the first time this truck's broke down, so it's whatever. It's kind of comes with the territory. I'm just hoping it's not a big repair. That's all I'm hoping. My basically brand new Cascadia had to get towed last summer because of the NOx sensor. Yep, they do that. Every truck's going to need repairs. It just is what it is. You hope it's nothing major, and you power through it. That's about. I just wish I would have broke down during the week. That's the only thing that I wish was different. Then I could have got the damn truck fixed and been back on the road. I'm never going to be mad about a weekend off in a motel room, but I'm. You guys know, not that you guys are incredibly privy to my finances, but this is a time when I need to be making money and not hanging out in a motel room. This hanging out in a motel room all weekend is something that needs to come later. This don't need to be happening right now. I need the truck rolling. Yes, prom. I'm not in the right state of mind to yell Prime at you guys like that, but yes, that you're absolutely right. Pay me, motherfucker, says Josh. Exactly. Oh, that reminds me. I need to jump back over here. We got Jet Pilot J with the $10. Cheers to you, Jet Pilot J. That's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? And then we've got North of 7 with the $10 also. So thank you to both of you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support. Where were we here? Thank you, guys. Thank you. I always feel like I'm not spending enough time saying thank you. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to get to all these comments too. Cool beans. Oh, fuck. Where's the put this guy in timeout button? Where's the We're going to set Bananas in the corner. Oh, Bananas, I'm sorry. I did just put you in timeout, but I was going to do like a 10-second timeout, just like kind of busting your balls a little bit. And it doesn't have that option on here. So I think it just threw you in like a 5-minute timeout. I was just trying to bust your balls a little bit. So sorry about that. Just because you said cool beans. So I think you're just in a 5-minute timeout. I'll make sure later I didn't block you by mistake. But sorry, now I feel bad. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to do a little ball busting. On the YouTube side, you can change the duration of the timeouts. But on this side, the StreamYard side, I guess you can't. And I didn't know that. You get enough miles? Sometimes I do. Yeah, sometimes I do. It depends on the week. It depends on the week. I was going to this week, and now the fuck I'm not. Now the fuck I'm not. Sydney here with the no cool beans allowed, right? So Sydney was about to put you in timeout also. So good to see you, by the way, Sydney. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. But yeah, no cool beans allowed. I didn't mean to put him in a 5-minute timeout, though. That's kind of excessive. That's kind of excessive. Have you ever seen any long distance tourists on bicycles on the road? I guess I would have had no way of knowing what kind of distance they were doing, but I've seen the goofballs out there in their spandex and their aerodynamic helmets and shit like that for sure. I've seen them out there on the road, but I don't know how far they were going. Oh, Summer Shandy. Yeah, those are good, aren't they? Aren't they, Nick? They absolutely are. Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Will Connor says you look very lovely tonight. Well, thank you, Will. I appreciate that. I can't see, your picture doesn't show you, so I can't compliment you back. But thank you. I appreciate that. My package has arrived, my friends. Absolutely. Does Swift offer breakdown pay and reimburse for hotels? I need to get to the bottom of that myself, Westside, but I don't think on the owner-operator side. As far as breakdown pay goes. The hotels, no, that's on me. But that sounds like more of a company driver thing. Most of the time when you get on the owner operator and lease operator side, tough luck. I heard Prime does breakdown pay for lease, though. That's what I heard. I don't know for sure. But it's not usual for places to do that. Tommy says, hey, Josh, you ever thought about looking for a truck that has no DEF system? No, I personally haven't, and I don't have any specific reasons for that besides they're really old at this point. But I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying it's not something that I've looked at. Yeah. They fixed it for about $430 out the door. $430 I could deal with, Nick. I mean, I don't understand. I got to get more information. This is a stupid thing to say on a live stream because I'm supposed to be a fucking know-it-all because I'm a trucker that's doing a live stream. I don't understand this MRP lease necessarily because they're like, oh, yeah, we can cover your repair bills, but only after your maintenance fund has at least $3,000 in it. I'm like, what am I not getting about this? And there's just something that's not connecting for me. But if it's like $430, in theory, I have enough money in my maintenance fund to cover it. But if I don't, $430, I can work that off easy. So that's not the worst news I've ever heard, Nick. It's not. Anyone got any good company recommendations for a driver with 6 months experience? Yeah, if you guys got anything for Isaiah, throw it in there. I'm not sure that I do, but if you do, throw it in there. Does swish. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what you mean. LOL Florida. Oh, fucking, there it is. Okay. I'm so far behind in the comments. Yeah. That's what I thought you were doing with it. It turns out that's what you were doing with it. So yeah, okay, now we're on the same page. It'll be all right. Swift will let you starve. We'll figure it out. Nick. I'll cry if I have to. Not mine, Vasily. Not mine. Sorry to interrupt. I just jumped in the chat. What happened? Rundown, please. I don't know if anybody's responded to that yet, Lenny. But we're the truck's derated right now. The truck's derated, and that's all I know. That's the rundown. That's the cliff notes, if you will. If Josh ever calls a ambulance, call the YouTube police. Absolutely. My package has arrived, everybody. How long is the training at Swift? That I don't know. I'm not sure, Lenny. I have no idea how long it takes to get through training here. Keep the faith, my brother. Well, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that. I'll cheers you with my vape instead of my beer this time. Do you still drive at 63 to save gas? Man, you guys are trying to make me super truck tonight, aren't you? We don't have gas in these fucking trucks, guys. We got diesel in them. They got diesel in them, all right? But good to see you, Mendoza's Coyote, as always. I run my truck about 65. 65 is what I like, and that's what I do. So that's pretty normal for me, standard. My wife is still working, and I've got my two autistic boys and little girl to take care of, so I need to bounce. Sorry to hear about your truck problems, but have a great weekend. Thank you, Dark. Appreciate it. You have a good one too, man. You probably missed me saying that, but have a good one. He has his package delivered. Yes. Absolutely. And Sam says, hey, Josh, sorry I'm late. No, I said that all seductive. Hey, Josh, sorry I'm late for the live stream. Don't apologize for being late. I'm just happy you showed up. I'm just happy you showed up. When it rains, it pours, my guy. Absolutely. That's where we're at in life. Absolutely. You just work through it, right? And hopefully come out stronger, and we'll see what happens, you know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not above crying. Monday, if I put out a video of me crying, don't act like I didn't tell you. And Erin shows up right when we say limp mode. Of course she does. Erin always with the impeccable timing. We start talking about our limp mode, and there's Erin to laugh at all of us, like it always happens. Lady Boomer, I'm always in limp mode nowadays. Yeah, I hear, yes, after the fall, right, Lady Boomer? after the trip off of your front porch, I think it was. I don't remember, but I think you took a trip off the front porch, if I remember correctly. So, poor Lady Boomer. Damn it, at that age now where she's just breaking hips and shit. God damn it. It's life, man. It happens, right? Need a second chance going to Western Express. Well, yeah, that's the right thing to say. Yeah, you need a second chance. So, sorry about that. Coughing at you guys. But yeah, Western Express is the place to go. Key trick doesn't work on T680. Okay. See, I'd never heard that before, but I was like, man, I'm going to be so pissed if I just had to take the key out. Oh, that's going to piss me off. Oh, we got a masculine Gen Xer. How long was the tow yard? I'm not sure if you're asking if I had it towed to the yard, but I just drove it in at 5 miles per hour, flashers on, and I just drove it in, and it took a while. It took a while, but we got her there. I'm not paying no damn tow bill if I don't have to. So 5 miles per hour, and we rolled her on into the yard, and that was nice. Let's see. We better grab a beer. There you go. Yes. Look, everyone's making friends here. That's what I do. I bring people together. That's what I do. Key trick works. It's different though. 7 times on and off, not starting engine. And no, I'm not trolling. It's real. So what I always wondered about that, maybe I did it wrong, because I did it like 5 times off and then on and then off and then on 5 times. And then on the 5th, I just went straight to cranking it. Like no doing all its checks or anything, just straight to cranking it. And then I did it 10 times the same way. And then I did it 5 times where on the 5th time I left it on and let it go through all its checks and then started it. And then I did it 10 times that same way. And none of those seemed to work. Because I probably actually have a mechanical problem. So, yeah. You got bitches, yo. Yeah, exactly. I love room service. So overwhelming. Holy fuck, you ain't gay. What are you guys doing to me right now? You thought I was gay? Really? Yeah, I guess I'm a little gay acting sometimes when I'm crying in my videos. I'm kidding. I just got canceled on YouTube. Son of a bitch. Yes, the bottle clanking. That's it? Only 12? Yeah, I'm not here to get fucking hammered. Need some for tomorrow, too. Had something similar happen to my truck. Had something wrong with the def sensor that was sending it into D-rate. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at, guys. I think it's just, let's see what sensor the fuck it is and hope it's not too expensive and get it back on the road. And there we go. Right, there we go. Joyride Logistics pays me $16.30. Yep, absolutely. That's good, Sal. That's good. Hello from Ohio. Hello, Dan. Good to see you. Are you paying for lodging? I am. I'd rather pay myself anyways, than have the company pay it. So yeah. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not rich over here, but I couldn't sleep in the truck because it's beeping nonstop. So I'm like, well, fuck, put it on credit. Here we go. Here we go. If it makes you feel better, I'm on my ass to put on hold for the driving test. Even manual students are at a 10-day wait. Really? Really? What's going on with that? Is it the DMVs are just backed up right now, or what's going on? I haven't heard anything about that. Sam, do I keep a little portable stove in my truck? I do not. I need to figure something out. I have a Foreman grill in there, and those are too messy for trucks. If anybody's ever tried a Foreman grill in the truck, it's just they're just splattering grease everywhere. So I hate it, and I want to figure something else out. But I do like cooking for myself, obviously, but I don't have the right setup in the truck. Maybe in the future, I'll work on that. I'll figure out how I want to cook for sure. A lot of people swear by those microwave air fryer deals, but I'm not sure that I want to do that. That with other things might be okay, but I don't want to have just that. Packet equals 8-ball package. No, I'm not getting an 8-ball. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Dave says, what's up, Josh? Let's have a few beers, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. As a lot of you guys know, I used to be the guy that would like put down a 6-pack or a 12-pack on a live stream and made a complete fucking fool of myself quite a few times here on YouTube. So I'm more the type like 2, maybe 3 beers, and it's time to cut off the live stream before I start acting real dumb. Because the thing about like being drunk is you're funny to yourself, right? And not everyone else thinks you're funny. So I've learned that there's a limit. Now I'm belching up my Blue Moon. But I've learned that there's a limit to how much you drink on a live stream. You think everybody wants to see you get fucking hammered and just have a good time. And then when they're not on that same wavelength with you, they just think you look ridiculous. So we've got a limit now. I think 3 at most, and then the live stream has to end, and I need to go do something else because I don't like looking ridiculous on YouTube like all the time, you know. Tom Trucks with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Tom Trucks. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you for the support. I always forget where the camera is, and I'm bad at making eye contact anyways. But thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Where were we here? Where were we here? I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Here we go. I've only been driving for 18 months. I've made mistakes early in my career. Yeah, it happens. Learn from them, Daisy. Learn from them. And that's really all you can do, right? You fucked up. Now you got to go drive at Western Express and do better. Like today I was backing into a spot I'm going to tell you guys a backing story. I'm that super trucker now. But the Portland yard is just full, you know, of trailers and trucks in there trying to like make real creative parking and stuff. But I had to actually pull into a spot because I needed to drop the trailer for someone else to get it. And I needed to park my truck over in the bobtail spots. So I had to actually back into a spot, and it was a blind side at an angle. And there was a truck parked in front of me where I needed the room. And I don't know, Daisy, if you're saying that you've ran into stuff and that was the thing, but it took me, I probably got out of my truck 30 fucking times to back into that spot. And it took me as long as it took me. And that's all there is to it. So a lot of mistakes, Daisy, are because people get impatient and they want to get things done quickly. And sometimes you just can't. And I don't know what mistakes you've made, but learn from it, be patient, take your time. And if some other shithead trucker is trying to force you to get it done quickly, fuck them. You know, just take all the time you need. And you just have to, you know. Are YouTube comments more helpful than a CB radio? Well, I only keep around the nice people, the friendly people. You guys should see my hide user button. Sometimes I think that fucker's gonna start on fire. When I wake up in the morning after a video that's doing really well, and it's like a whole bunch of shitheads just saying shithead things, those guys are the kind of guys that are on the CB radio. And I got like a handy button that says hide user, and then they just go away. They cease to exist. It's brilliant, right? So YouTube comments can be helpful. As a matter of fact, a lot of times in my comment section, entire conversations will break out down there with people just talking back and forth and kind of passing information back and forth, and it's pretty cool. So they can be. But when people start acting like CB Rambos or whatever in my comment section. We just show them the fucking door. That's what we do. Should have gotten a Freightliner. I thought about that earlier, Jamie. I was like, maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I need to give up on, I got to have the T680 with the Cummins, and maybe I should have just got a fucking Freightliner. But we know every truck's going to have problems, right? So we know that. Love you, Josh. You're good in my book. Thank you, Sci-Fi. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, man. I don't even know how far behind I am on comments. Probably a good 20 minutes. Probably a good 20 minutes behind. So first day I bought my truck, I delete my def. People do that. People do that, yeah. Josh will tell you the ups and downs versus company and independence. Well, I don't know if I would or not. I'm just so adamant about being an owner-operator or lease operator, and company probably is safer. I guess that's all I can say is company's just a lot safer as far as repairs for the truck, and you need a motel room and all these things. And a lease operator doesn't make a lot more than a company driver. It's just my stupid stubbornness, I guess, that leads me to keep doing the dumb shit that I do. Thank God Swift didn't hire me. Yeah, I thank God, Lenny. Fuck yeah. Thank God. I don't know why, but thank God. Let's see. Hello, Josh. I'm drinking beer too. There you go, Timmy. There you go, Timmy. Cheers to you. You guys listening in your trucks, do you like when I smack my beer against the fucking microphone? Probably scares the shit out of you. We got drivers out there driving off the road because I'm like, cheers, motherfuckers. And then they hear this loud pop, and then they're like going over the fucking bridge or something, and their truck's on fire. Sorry about that, guys. I thought it was funny till I realized if I was on the other side of that, I'd be like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Sorry. Hey, man, keep the flame high. Keep the faith up. Keep the faith. Thank you, BOC. It's not the worst thing ever. Look, if it's going to be like a huge repair bill, I will panic Monday. I will. I'll freak the fuck out. If we're talking about a sensor and a force regen, I'm happy. I'm a happy person. We live to fight another day, and we just do it all over again, right? That's it. I bought an OTR Diagnostics for $600 and do a forced regen every week. There you go. Hey, I mean, I don't understand it if that would be a bad thing or not, but a forced regen I've seen in the times I've owned trucks, it can solve some fucking problems. Holy shit. Fuck. Florida Jake, you fucking lunatic. Holy shit. $100 from Florida Jake. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow, you absolute fucking psychopath. $100. Thank you. My God, I almost cried a little. Florida Jake. Damn. What did Florida Jake say? Hey, Josh, I hope you're doing well. I know this isn't much, but I hope that it will help you out a little bit financially. Keep your head up, man. The first steps at a new company are always the toughest, but things do improve. You're a damn good driver. Keep up the good work. My God, thank you, Florida Jake. Oh, wow. Thank you. The $100 is cool, but what a cool thing to say, too. Damn it. Now I'm like emotional. Jesus. Thank you, Florida Jake. I'm gonna cry on a live stream. Thank you, man. That was really a nice thing to say, and I obviously always appreciate $100. I had a comment a couple days ago. You guys know that I have a tendency to focus in on the bad, and there was a comment, and I can't remember what it was, but I read it and I went, oh my God, that was the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me. That was so cool. And I guess the reason I'm saying that is it's pretty cool that we're building up like an audience of like, good people here, just like good fucking people. Like, sure, we go off the rails sometimes. We talk some shit, but like those of you that get my channel and understand we're just fucking around, we're just having fun, and you're here to have a good time too, you're the real MVPs, as they say, right? And that was the point is like it's awesome seeing what a channel we're building here and the viewers, and it's fucking great. Then Florida Jake, that was super cool of you, man. And you're right. Starting out at a new company is fucking difficult, especially when you start in a lease and you just got a truck with 300,000 miles and it's going to have problems, and you got to get that maintenance fund built up. And it's also a bad freight market, so you're not always getting the loads you want. And it's like, oh fuck, we got to just get through it. And yes, you're right. Starting out is fucking hard, but thank you so much for that $100, Florida Jake. Fucking killer. Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let me get back up here where I was. I saw that $100, guys, and I fucking like freaked out. I'm like, holy shit. Here we go. We were around here. I saw a 19-year-old wearing a Nirvana shirt tonight. Hey, sure, why not, Sci-Fi? I don't know why the grunt at the end there. Hey, if they enjoy some Nirvana, fuck yeah. I say more power to them, because Nirvana was I wouldn't say they were like an amazing band by any means, but different and something worth checking out. Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's cool. Yeah. Hopefully they listen to the music, right? And didn't just buy the shirt. I hope. But yeah, man, why not? Why not? Do you think 1099 favors company drivers? I'm not going to go too much into this, Mendoza, but there should be no such thing as a 1099 company driver. That shouldn't exist. If you're a company driver, you should be W-2 all the time. I don't understand how they're doing 1099 company. Because yes, you're responsible for the taxes, and I'm not a tax professional, but you're going to have a lot less shit you can write off than an owner operator or a lease operator. You know, you might get your tax person that understands like the per diems and all these different things that help truckers. But in just off the top of my head, Mendoza, because I'm not incredibly versed on these things, I don't think a 1099 company driver should even fucking exist. I could be wrong about that, but that's always been my opinion on it. And I've never taken a 1099 job. I did by accident once where I was company, and I was like, there's something about this I don't like. And I left. Hello, Sydney. I think we said hello already, but hello. 2/3 of the way to an in-frame rebuild. Not too bad. Yeah, when does in-frame come around? Is that in your like 700,000 mile-ish range? I'm not really sure. Chris says, anyone who is an owner-operator should have their own diagnostic equipment. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really sure. That feels, I mean, I get that you're trying to be helpful, but that feels a little bit like gatekeeping to me also. Look, if you're going to be an owner-operator, you got to have this. And what if you don't? I mean, even if I had my own diagnostic equipment, I wouldn't know what the fuck it was trying to tell me. You know, I would have no idea. I've always, and I know it costs me more money, but I've always been like, well, I should trust a mechanic to do this. And the reason I'm like that, Chris, I'm going to tell you why I'm like that. Years ago, I had a 1993 Pontiac Bonneville. I don't think Pontiac's even still around, but the 93 Pontiac Bonnevilles were incredibly interesting cars. They had a heads-up display that showed like your speedometer and everything on. Holy fucking shit. Oh, wow. Fuck. Let me check this out. You guys are amazing tonight. What the hell is going on here? BC sends $200. No comment, no nothing, just $200. Thank you so much, BC. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I wish you maybe left a comment so I could respond to, any question you might have or anything, but either way, wow. Holy shit. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Wow. I guess hanging out with the fellas sometimes that happens. Thank you so much. What was I trying to say? Thank you, BC. I really wish you would have left a comment so I could comment on that. So what I was saying, the Pontiac Bonnevilles in 93 were a little bit ahead of their time, right? With the heads-up display on the windshield, they were very comfortable cars to drive. They were fast even. Mine was supercharged. Does anyone know about the 93 Pontiac Bonneville? So what I'm trying to tell you, Chris, is one time the heater core went out on it. So I went to the auto parts store and I bought a heater core. And they're like a lot of cars where they're inside the dash, right? You got to take the whole dash apart to get to it. And I was like, how hard can it be? And I started ripping apart the dash to this Pontiac Bonneville, like trying to get to the heater core that I never got to. And I had screws and nuts and bolts everywhere. Nothing made sense. No one knew where it went. I had wires pulled out and everything. And what ended up happening, Chris, was I got so far into it and I had no idea what was what anymore. I sold the car at way less than it was worth to someone that was like, oh, I think I can fix it. I basically just ripped that fucking car apart and accomplished nothing except made the situation worse. And it's shit like that. I know I'm just not very smart when it comes to being a mechanic. And so when I get into shit like that, I just it's better to let smarter people than me handle it. And I know that about myself. And one of the things I try to do in life is understand what my limitations are and just go, I can't fucking do this. So maybe a lot of owner operators should have their own diagnostic equipment. I should not, because I'll get into it and I'll fuck shit up. Be like, I fucking thought I knew what I was doing. I shouldn't be allowed to work on shit. That's just the way it is. And Fate Trucking, good to see you, Fate. I haven't talked to you for a while. I know we got on another live stream one night and got to have a bit of a conversation. That was quite a while ago. But good to see you, Fate, and thank you for that $25. I hope you're doing well. I haven't checked on you for a while, if I'm being honest with you, but I hope you're doing well over there, man. So where were we? North of 7. Hope everything is well. Everything is well, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to have another beer with you guys after this, for sure. This one's almost gone. I normally run about an hour, but I might try to run 2 hours if I don't get too tired of talking. I used to sometimes go live for 6-7 hours. I get to about an hour, and I'm fucking exhausted now. But I'm going to try to hang with you guys at least to that 2 hour mark, and we'll just kind of see where we're at that point. Because what else am I going to do, right? I'm just here. What was the best company you ever drove for? I don't know, Brian. I like to look back and say, is there a company that I shouldn't have quit? And there's really not. It's all trucking companies, and that's my own fault, right? I decided to spend 10 years in the trucking industry hauling general freight for the most part. So it's my own fucking fault. I never tried to find anything like above and beyond and shit like that. And everything I've done, Brian, is just hauling freight, man. So there's not much to it. Let me get back over here because we got Nathan with the $5. Does the diagnosis computer for your truck become a write-off? Sure, absolutely. Yeah, if I wanted to buy one just to write it off, I could do that. Yeah, sure. It's a business expense. Why not? I don't see why not. That's a valid point, Nathan. Maybe I should just buy shit that I say is for business. Well, that's legitimate business stuff, and I don't know what the fuck to do with it, and then just write it off. I don't know that that's the right way to do it. But yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to write that off at all. Now it says Bananas was banned. Bananas, I apologize. Holy shit! Hey, look, we got a celebrity in the house. She probably responded a while ago, or I don't know if she's still around here. It says 8:04 on that. So it's a while ago. Damn it, I'm sorry. Everybody, Truckin' Made Successful in the house. She is awesome. You guys probably know her channel if you know my channel. She's fucking badass. She's much more polite than me because I'm over here saying she's fucking badass. But this girl right here knows this fucking freight market like through and through. And also, what I like about her, has complete emotional outbursts just like I do here on YouTube. So if you guys don't know Trucking Made Successful and you're curious about the trucking side, check her the fuck out. Listen to what she has to say. What a badass. What an absolute badass. I am honored that you're here. That is really, really very, very cool. I hope you're here still long enough to see this, that I finally responded. Fucking cool. That's awesome. I watched her a lot when I was coming back into trucking and getting in on the spot market and doing a lease purchase. And I was always waiting for her to be like, we have good news in the trucking market today. And then it went on weeks and weeks where she's like, yeah, everything's still shit. Everything's still a fucking disaster. You know, and I'm like, oh, can this woman please give me good news for once? And she was like, you're like the Groundhog Day, right? I'm just waiting for Trucking Made Successful to like tell me that everything's going to be okay. And she just wasn't able to do it. She wasn't able to do it. I hope I haven't watched for a while because I'm tired of being depressed. No, but seriously, if you guys don't know her and you're curious about the spot market in trucking and what sort of makes it tick and the inner workings of it, that's your girl right there. Trucking Made Successful. Check her the fuck out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bananas, if you're still here, the message on my side of the screen when I was jokingly trying to time you out said that you were banned. And I was joking. I'm going to check after this live stream to make sure you're not blocked from the channel. I hope that this isn't a joke that just went really bad, you know, because that would suck. But I'll make sure you're not banned. And I apologize if you're not still in the comments participating because of my stupidity. I'm sorry about that. So Tom Truck says, I'm broke down this weekend in Mississippi. Of all fucking places, right? To be broke down, you're in Mississippi. That sucks, man. That sucks. Let me grab another beer. What do you guys say? Should we have another? I'm like probably an hour behind on comments at this point. So I don't know what you told me. I don't know if you told me to have another, but let's have another. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, my friends. What a night. What a night. It's been so long since I've got to do a stream because my stupid ass went and used up all my goddamn bandwidth. So, Florida Jake, you absolute madman. Everybody, Florida Jake with another $100. This man loves me. He loves me. Thank you so much, Florida Jake. And he says about what you were saying about the 9093 Pontiac Bonneville. That was actually quite the nasty little car. Those things were fast as hell. I had a friend in high school who drove one, and his dumbass sent it too hard in a corner in wet weather and crashed it into a porn star. Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, of all places to crash the car, right? That's one of the best. But no, they were fast. Those Bonnevilles were fast, but they had different models, and I had the supercharged one. Cheers! I won't bang it on the microphone this time. So, but cheers to you guys out there that are able to enjoy a beer tonight too. But yeah, those little 90-ish Bonnevilles, they were cool cars, man. They were super cool and way ahead of their time. And then after that, I think it was like 95, 96, 97, somewhere in there, they changed them to a more boxy type of body style and then took out a bunch of the features. So it's like if you had like a 93 Bonneville, let's say, compared to like a 97, the 93 was way cooler. It was a way cooler car. And it was a four-door, what's a four-door? Is that like a sedan or something? I don't really know. But they were quick and they were kind of cool. They were kind of cool cars. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, I hope I didn't actually ban Bananas. I feel bad about that now. Is he still down there in the comments? I hope so. Sci-Fi Nation says I have 8 years until Sci-Fi is 18. Little Sci-Fi. Going to take him with me no matter what if he ain't going to college. Any advice in your limited, Josh, on what to do? Go with a trainer company? Got 8 years. So you got 8 years before you're going to get into trucking? Am I understanding that right? Because whatever advice I give you today ain't going to matter, So if you're waiting 8 years, fuck, I would just enjoy life for now. if you're waiting 8 years before you're going to get in trucking, enjoy your freedom, motherfucker, and worry about that later. Or pay out of pocket at a real truck school. Oh, okay. So if you're asking, my fault for worrying too much about the 8-year timeline. That's a tough one. As a matter of fact, I had to get an Uber earlier, and my Uber driver was asking about that. Does he want to go to a school, a trucking school and pay, or does he want to go through a company and have them train him and then possibly have to sign a contract? And I told him, yeah, that's kind of the reality of that. You might end up locked in a contract if you have a company pay for it. And I told him the same thing I'm going to tell you, man. That's totally your choice. That's one you got to figure out. Do you want to be locked in a contract, or do you want to pay for your school up front, or maybe there's some sort of loans you can do? I don't really know. And that's the choices you have. Being locked in a contract as a company kind of sucks, I would imagine, because what if you hate the company? What if you're not making enough money? So I guess with that said, if you really want to know, it's probably best to never be locked in a contract, right? I mean, seems to me like that would be the best approach. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Prime has too many drivers because they get new drivers thinking they're going to get a sexy, tattooed, light-skinned girl as a trainer. More likely a fat, greasy incel. I don't know if it's Nia or Naya, because all the simps will come out and correct me. And I don't blame Nia or Naya herself for having simps. She can do that, but they'll come out and defend her honor if I say her name wrong. So I want to make sure I get it right. But is she a trainer? I don't think she is, but I haven't watched her in a little while, if I'm being honest. Is that who we're talking about, or is that just who I'm thinking about? Because those may be two different things, I guess. But I don't imagine that's why people are going to Prime, but maybe they are. I'm not really sure. Thank you, North of 7. We'll see Monday. Monday. I know words. There she is again. Truck and Made Successful. Check her out, my friends. Check her out. Very, very knowledgeable. May all your troubles be little ones. Thank you. Brian, why are you in a hotel? Trucks broke down. That's it. Trucks broke down. Have you ever been able to check out the casino in Danville, Illinois? I felt like I was near Danville recently. No, I picked up in Danville. What the fuck was I doing in Danville? That's like in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? If I remember right. Now I got to look. Let me look where Danville is, because I feel like Danville, I was out there, and it's kind of like out there. Danville. Yeah, it's still in my search history here, so I must have been close. Oh, yeah, you're getting over there towards Indianapolis and stuff. I didn't notice that there was a casino there, Tommy, but I was out there recently. But no, the answer is no. Would you ever drive into Canada? Yeah, I should probably think about getting my passport here soon. It's something I've never done, but I should do that. Like, a passport's not even hard to get. I don't know why I don't have one, if I'm being honest with you. I should do that. Yeah, but I would. Not in winter, though, because I don't want to fuck with all that. Not that I can't do it, but I don't want to. And we've got, Mendoza's Coyote with the $5. Thanks, Josh. We'll be leaving Werner on Thursday after being here 3 years, looking for another company's and saw a few 1099s, so wanted to get your input. You're welcome, Mendoza. I just don't get it. Maybe keep in mind, maybe there's something I'm missing and not understanding, but I don't see how 1099 and company driver goes together. To me, it doesn't click. Maybe I'm not getting it, but that's just what I think about it. And Florida Jake with another $20. He says, and about that video where you're talking about getting booted in Charlotte, the owner of that booting company was probably Jason Bateman, and you need to go out and get his ass for the Bateman probably drives for Prime. Well, the good news is that if that's really true, then good for Jason Bateman for that time he spent pretending to be in a wheelchair for the filming of whatever movie that was. Because if he's out there booting my truck because he's mad about my videos, I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to put a hurting on old Jason Bateman. Absolutely. So he's had practice in that wheelchair, and he's going to need it. Thank you, Florida Jake, for all the support tonight. I appreciate you, man. You used to do that on my old channel sometimes, too. We'd be in the middle of a live stream, and old Florida Jake would show up, and he'd just start bombing the channel with fucking super chats. And God bless Florida Jake, right? As much as I make fun of Florida people, not as much as Texas people, Florida Jake, he don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm here for a good time. So thank you, Florida Jake. Lenny is drinking Heineken. There you go. I don't know that I much care for Heineken, but hey, if that's what you like, enjoy it. Yeah. Michael Page says, good thing you didn't burn up that maintenance fund on the boot, huh? Yeah, absolutely. And Brian says, what made you do a live on Saturday? Got shit else to do. I'm sitting here, so I might as fucking well, right? I might as well. Have a feeling in 3 months you work for Greyhound with a video. I had to kick a vapor off my bus. I would never fucking drive a Greyhound. That sounds like the worst job ever. Watching what those Greyhound drivers go through with the passengers, I'm just not that guy. There's no way. I would quit. As a matter of fact, I saw a Greyhound driver quit with the last time I took a Greyhound down to Dallas, which was quite a while ago now. The Greyhound driver was pissed the whole time. She was new. And I did that video. I told the story, but she was pissed the whole time. She's arguing with passengers. She's missing her turns, all kinds of things. And she got off the bus there in Dallas with the rest of us and never looked back. She's like, I'm out of here. I asked her, I'm like, you just walked away from your bus. I was kind of joking with her. You're like, you're leaving your bus over there. And she's like, yeah, fuck this. And she's gone. She was the fuck out of there. I could never, ever drive a Greyhound. That would be absolutely insane. Let's see. Mendoza with the $5 said, wouldn't have been cheaper to have a Loves come down and put a new wheel and tire to replace the booted one. Well, that's the thing. I was worried about that, guys, because I know a lot of people are giving me and I know you're just joking. I know you are. But a lot of people were telling me, cut the cable off, don't pay it, all these things, whatever wild ideas they were coming up with. And I was so worried. And I get it. I don't know everything about the world, right? I don't know what's going on in the world. And I was so worried about it being criminal if I were to like start cutting off his cables and shit like that. And then I mentioned that in the video, and a lot of people said, Josh, it would just be civil. Like he'd have to sue you. Well, fuck, I don't want to get sued either, you know? So $1,800 sucks, but I feel like any alternative would have been a lot more than that, you know? So it sucks. It is what it is. I mean, I got some good videos out of it. I can't be mad about that, right? We get some good videos. People watched them. The channel grew a little bit. And we can't be mad about all that. I never again, though, want to pay $1,800 to get 3 videos worth of content ever again. I hope that's the last time. I hope that's the last time that happens. Shit. God damn. That was an expensive lesson, wasn't it, guys? Let's see. Where were we? I was literally about to ask if your truck has ever been in the shop in the next stream. What happened? Yeah, it's just derated. That's all I know for now. I know that a lot of people weren't here at the beginning of the stream, but yeah, it's derated. Like I don't know if Aaron's still here to laugh at us, but the limp mode. So it only goes 5 miles per hour. It's de-fucking rated right now. So we'll see what happens with it. And yep, same thing. We're broke down. Hey, man. Cold one can always make us smile. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm feeling better already. Absolutely. I'm only on my second one. I'm not this guy trucks of the old days where we slam 12 fucking beers on a live stream and take our shirt off, because I've done that. And then try to convince other people to take their shirts off and all that shit. So we're only on beer number 2. We're not as crazy these days as we used to be. Man, what if the shop could remotely change the program to throw off the deaf mix? Do you think they're sabotaging me, Stu? You think they're doing it on purpose? They might be. They fucking might be. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Where were we? I keep losing my place here. Yeah, Grateful Trucker, we're live. At least for a little while longer, I think. I got to be honest, I am starting to get tired. It's hard to sit here and talk for, an hour. It's kind of difficult. So I'm starting to run down, but we'll see how much I got left in me. Crap, I have to go to the beginning to find out what happened. There you go. That's problem solving right there. Absolutely. Al, good to see you. My dog pulled me down my driveway. That's right, Lady Boomer. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at you. But you were always a good sport about it too, Lady Boomer. You thought it was funny too, and that's why I laughed. But yeah, your dog dragging you down the driveway. Next thing you know, you're in the hospital for fucking ever. I guess we all get older, right, Lady Boomer? It happens. Michael Shipley says, get a newer truck. They'll say you'll get better fuel mileage than the old truck. Yeah, until you're down for the weekend. Well, yeah, exactly. Now, I have no interest in older trucks myself, Michael, but I see the point you're making. Your point is not without merit at all. So, yeah, definitely. We got Florida Jake again. Florida Jake, I don't know what this dude does. This dude's a billionaire, I think. I think Florida Jake's a billionaire, everybody. He must be. Florida Jake with $50. One more before I turn in for the night. Jason Bateman confronted me on Fuel Island. I told him he was a sucker and that he's goofy, and he threw his flip-flops at me. So I readied my Mark 69 urine jug launcher. Oh, wow. This guy's got the good shit. It all started with me throwing piss bottles at drivers in New Mexico, and now we've got full-on weapons out here. So he's urine launcher and showered his Volvo. I appreciate everything tonight, Florida Jake. Excuse me. Thank you so much for all your support, man. You've been doing that for a lot of years, and I appreciate you, man. So have a good night, and we'll definitely see you next time. I think you're saying that you're leaving anyways. Yeah, about to turn in for the night. Okay. The guy throws $50 at me, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here now. That's not what I meant. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Why are you in a hotel? Someone say beer? Absolutely, 2-4. Absolutely. Have you one. You just wanted an excuse to drink your Blue Moon. I mean, if I can stop and have some beers, I'm going to do that. Of course I am. But I did not break my truck. so I could sit in a motel room and drink beer. I am, like I said earlier, I'm in the time of my life right now where I need to be working. I need to be making money and not sitting around motel rooms. The sitting around motel rooms drinking beer shouldn't be happening now. That should be after the hard work, right? And now I'm just, for lack of better term, taking it in the ass while I sit here. Holy shit, you guys are amazing tonight. This is fucking insane. BC with 100. BC with another 100 says, I can't let Florida Jake outdo me. So that's fair, BC. That's fair. You can't let him. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, I got a different vape. I was holding this one earlier, but it's about dead. But now I have this one. It's tropical fruit. Isn't that sweet? But thank you, BC. Appreciate all the support tonight, man. And definitely, hey, in the spirit of competition, you can't let Florida Jake outdo you. You can't do it. So definitely appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, BC. Thank you. Let me see. I lost my spot again. Here we go. Yo, you drinking before driving? Nope, absolutely not. No driving tonight. We're down till Monday. We're down till Monday. So I'll probably do a live stream again tomorrow because what the fuck else am I going to do, right? So, yeah, I'll probably do that for sure. If it's a Volvo, you can take off your sensor but won't see your speed limit. You talk about if you can take off the sensor but then you won't see, like, your, what's the fuck it called? The speedometer? Yeah. Well, no, that'd be okay because it's not a Volvo, so that's not an option. But my GPS tells me how fast I'm going anyways. So I would take that trade. Sure. I would definitely take that trade. That would be okay. What's up, Alan? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll try to go for a little longer. It's amazing how much these live streams just drain me of energy these days. But yeah, we'll hang out for a little bit. I'll try to get through this beer at least with you guys. But definitely appreciate you, Alan. Thanks for showing up. Hello from Des Moines. There you go. Yeah, that would be a nice place to be right now. I don't mind it over there. I guess. I go through there sometimes. Yeah. Got Nova Scotia in the house. Hell yeah. Fucking crazy ass Canadians here to fuck shit up. Absolutely. Absolutely. This name. Okay. Nickel, please. I'm just reading what's on the screen. God damn it. That's a funny name. I like it. I'm thinking of streaming as a bum, begging for spare nickels and do an income comparison to OTR trucking. I think this would be a riveting documentary. Actually, I mean, sure. If you're in a spot to do that and you could, why not? Why not? That's the cool thing about making videos, right? Whatever ideas you have, someone will watch. And I actually wouldn't mind watching that in general, even if it has nothing to do with comparison to over-the-road trucking. Like, if you made that video where you're just begging for money, shit, I don't mind it. Oh, whoa, we're in a war over here. Florida Jake, not to be outdone by BC, throws another $100. Are you guys kidding me tonight? Y'all need to go to bed. You're drinking too much. You're going to regret this in the morning. And I ain't got a way to give you your money back. But Florida Jake, not to be outdone by BC, throws $100 out there. Thank you. Goddamn. Thank you guys so much. So much. You'll be able to pay the tow bill tonight. No kidding, right? Thank you, Mendoza. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you. Yeah, I guess we're having a good night over here. I don't know what else to say. This is nuts. But we'll take it. Let's see where we were. But yeah, I would watch that documentary anyways without it having to do anything with trucking. I think it's a cool idea regardless. Anyone know if Anderson Trucking is a good company? I do not, but hopefully somebody responded in the comments. I do not know at all. Charles here with the famous Unbelievable. Get a small Instapot. Yeah, what is an Instapot? You would think I would know these things, right? You would think I would know these things. What the fuck's an Instapot? God, my fat fingers, guys. Instant Pot? Oh, okay. These look like rice cookers. I guess you probably could do a lot more in them, though. But this looks like there's a lot of things you could cook with it for sure. But I definitely like to have something to like cook some steaks into, or cook some steaks on or in, either way. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot to that. I mean, sure, I might look into it. I do want to find some stuff to start cooking more in the truck because buying food, you guys know how it is. It's expensive. It is, but I just haven't got around to it. The Foreman grill I gave up on. I'm sick of that fucking thing. It doesn't cook like the way you'd want to like cook a steak or something, and it just blows grease everywhere. I highly do not recommend a Foreman grill for a truck. I just don't. I don't. The quickest way to be a millionaire in trucking, start out as a billionaire. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. And I just want to say the bidding war continues. The bidding war continues, but let's get to this one real quick first. Caveman Trucking with $5. Dude, your tow bill is paid. No, you can buy an Armani suit so you can pick up it. No kidding. No kidding. These two guys are going nuts, aren't they? Old Florida Jake and BC. Thank you guys, everyone, though. I mean, obviously, I appreciate everything, the $5, the $2, all those things. But these guys, I just hope they don't regret it in the morning. They're like, I drank too much and now my whole paycheck's gone and I gave it to this dipshit on YouTube because that would be bad. That would be bad. But BC says not drinking. Okay, now I feel better. He says, just bored as shit on a reset in Portland, Maine. This is as far as I'm willing to go, though, Jake. All right. That's the end of that. Thank you guys so much, BC and Florida Jake. That was interesting. I've never seen that before in all my time doing YouTube. I've seen Florida Jake do this before, but I've never seen anybody try to match him. But thank you guys so much for all that support. Obviously, that means a lot to me. It's one of those things you feel weird because you're like, how do I put in words that like, I do my videos, the daily struggle of a truck driver, and obviously you guys enjoy them. And the struggle's real. The struggle's very real. So I appreciate the support, guys. I really do. I'll probably cry later. I just don't want to do it on camera, Okay, we've got a few recommendations for the Instant Pot. I'll look into them. Hot Pockets and corn dogs in the air fryer. There you go. Absolutely. Have you played 18 Wheels of Steel before? Sam, I feel like I have. I've heard that name. That's like a truck simulator, right? It's not American Truck Simulator, but it's like a truck simulator. I feel like I have very briefly. My game of choice, guys, like I get asked a lot about gaming, is just The Witcher 3. I fucking love that game. I just recently put it on the laptop that I'm talking to you guys on. And I just, oh God, I've been playing that game for years on the PS4 version, the PS5 version, and I just put it on the PC, like I said. And Witcher 3 is it for me. I'll probably play it until the day I die because it's just that kind of game that you can do that if you get into it. And a lot of people don't like it because they're like, I just can't get into it. It's very slow paced, all those things. Totally cool. It does it for me, right? That game just does it for me. And like no other game fills that void. Like I start to play something else, I'm like, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of whatever. For truck cooking, I use a hot plate and just use pots. And I've heard that too, Stamp. Yeah, and that's something I'm looking at too. Because for the first time recently, like a month or two ago, I fried a steak in a pan. It was the first time I've done it before, but I always did it wrong. I was always worried about burning the shit out of it and whatever. So I actually spent time learning how to cook a steak in a frying pan on the high heat and the oil and all that. And I cooked it and it was fucking delicious. Best steak I've ever had in my life. And so if I could have a way to just cook me a good fucking steak in the truck on a somewhat regular basis, I would be happy. So you're talking about the hot plate. And I don't know how hot the hot plate gets, but if it's like hot enough that you could cook a steak at high heat, I'm sold. I mean, that may be exactly what I'm looking for. We all make mistakes. Absolutely. Absolutely. You find we all drink. You make perfect sense. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. The Wanderer. Yeah. You fucked up. Now you're stuck with us. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's kind of how it goes, right? I love my Foreman grill. Yeah, I just don't like it, Grateful Trucker. And that's the thing. Sure. Hey, if you like it, cool. Mine's the very small one, the like $15 one. So maybe if I got a better one, then maybe it would have been better. Maybe they're higher quality as you go up in price. I know they get bigger, but the one I got just isn't it for cooking in the truck, in my opinion. I fucking hate it. I hate it. Josh, little odd question. Is it weird to treat your truck like a woman, like just hugging the front of your truck and taking the selfie with it? Well, I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm not sure how to answer that, you know? I mean, we all get lonely out there, man. Like we're just like, I speak for me as like a not very attractive middle-aged man. Who else is going to hug me, right? Sometimes all I got is my truck. Sometimes all I got is the truck, and you need that. So, hey, to each their own, FBI. I wouldn't judge. I wouldn't judge if that's what you want to do. A Guatemalan chica is an Instapot with a built-in hot plug. I'm not sure I quite get the joke, but I think I get it enough. I think I get it enough. Jeff says, exactly. I agree. A cherry pie on the air fryer. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I don't like sweets in general, like really at all, but sure, why not? Why not? Third-party testing that's basically approved and oversaw by the DMV. Luckily, the trucking school and testing site are both ran by the same parent company, so I know who to annoy to get in sooner. There you go. And sometimes that's it, right? Nautical Pixel. Sometimes that's it. It's just knowing who you have to annoy. Exactly. Josh, could you go to Prime and start a mini fleet? I believe you can. I believe that's a thing at Prime. It's also a thing at Swift. It is. Swift had said that they would want to see actually what your finances are before doing something like that. But yes, there are some companies out there where you can lease purchase the trucks and have your own fleet. That's all I know about it. That's all the details I know. I don't know how payroll's done. I don't know any of it. But yeah, you sure can. You sure can. Do you fear the wait list? Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Josh. I will do better. Absolutely, Daisy. I know I'm way behind on comments. I always am. I know I've said that a few times in the stream, but I feel like I'm catching up. I don't know if y'all left or what. Would love to drink beer with you live. Yeah, absolutely. Whoever's having a beer, I'm a little over halfway through this one, and I'm surprised I'm still talking, if I'm being honest. Like my throat hurts and I'm tired. But hey, let's try to power through this one because we're having a good time hanging out. And we'll see where it goes. Over under cuss words at 200. Oh, always take the over around here. Always take the over. I've noticed trucking comes in waves, yet seems like we're all stuck in a kiddie pool. Yeah, that's a little more philosophical than I'd like to be, because the beers, right? But yeah, I hear you, Joshua Knight. I hear you. Heir to the Knight transportation trucking family. Just kidding. But no, it does come in waves. It's going to do good eventually. Right now, obviously it's really fucking bad. And hopefully when it swings back up, we all are smarter than the last time, right? Because you know what I did? I made a lot of money last time. You know what I did? Spent a lot of money too. And it's my own fucking fault. It's my own fucking fault. I had a good time, but I also had a truck that kept breaking down, and then freight rates crashed, fuel prices went up, and well, that was all over, right? Hey, hopefully we all that were here for the last time are smarter for it, and we just do better. We just do better. Yeah, look at Florida Jake, right? Look at Florida Jake, just going off. You call that harassment? Shit, I don't know. I have no idea. That was like a long time ago. That was awesome, Florida Jake. Wish I could do the same, but I work for Schneider, so I'm broke as fuck. Yeah, no, that's kind of where we're all at right now. It's rough out there, guys. It's just a tough time, and that's sort of the thing I was trying to address a little bit in the last video. Like, you know how many people were like talking shit to me because they're like, you don't just have $1,800 laying around? No, stupid. Where the fuck do you think I got $1,800 just laying around? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Who has $1,800 laying around right now? fucking insane. I mean, I'd have $1,800 laying around, but I have to pay the bills at home. You know, what are you talking about? That ain't harassment. Back in my day, we used to hang hog all day in the truck stop. I love the term hanging hog. That's fucking gross. It's disgusting, but you know what? It's funny too. We've got Dennis over here with the $20 that says it's not much, but here's a little. It's a lot, Dennis. Like $20 is obviously very helpful, and it is a lot, man. So thank you. I appreciate the support, man. And yeah, I know these guys were kind of in a back and forth. They didn't want to be outdone by each other, so they BC and Florida Jake, and they didn't want to be outdone by each other, and that takes nothing away from that $20, Dennis. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Where we were. Oh, check this out. Look, send this rookie money. You are stupid. He doesn't like you. I know who this is. And we're just going to block him. Bam. No more crack for you, crackhead. No more crack for you. Let's see. Hell yeah, we're messing around. That's why it's fun. Absolutely. Let's see, Josh. I have that I got fired from CR England on my favorites to listen to when I need a good laugh. Thank you, The Wanderer. I tried what you guys don't know, because there are things that happen sometimes, obviously, that you don't see. Like I'm a person that exists out of YouTube. I tried to follow that video up with a video about why I got fired from Schneider. So we did this, you guys, most of you know it, the video about I got fired from CR England. I never fucking worked at CR England. The whole video was a joke. I was just fucking around, and it was funny, right? It was a good time. I tried to follow it up with a video about 2 weeks later about I got fired from Schneider, and it was the biggest steaming pile of shit video that I had ever made in my life. I let a couple people watch it, like it was, you know, I sent them the link, like, hey, check this video out. And the general response was like, dude, this fucking sucks. Don't ever put this video out. So I didn't. There were supposed to be more videos of me getting fired from random companies that never happened. And we just never got around to it. This is about Nirvana, I think. Revolutionary, but average. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't think... And I know I'm so far behind. That was like 40 minutes ago, I feel like, that we talked about that. But I don't think there was anything impressive necessarily about Nirvana. But there was just something about Kurt Cobain that was like, just had this pull on people. You know, he had an amazing voice. Don't get me wrong. I think he was a very good singer. But he wasn't like, and I'm not a musician at all, so I'm not judging him like on that. But as far as musicians go, he was okay. You know, he was okay. But there was just more about him as a person that I think people liked or didn't like, because you also could go that way with it too. The Unplugged album was good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Do you have any plans on going? Oh God. I wish I would get motivated, right, and do things. At one time, you had planned to do so while trucking. I was doing my schoolwork while being a trucker for a while, for quite a few months after I came on the road, and it just got to be too much to do both, and the YouTube channel, right? And I didn't know what the right decision was. Like, do I finish getting my college education and truck, because I could handle both, or do I truck and do YouTube, because I can handle both? And I guess time will tell, Christian. Maybe I made the wrong decision. I don't really know. But I decided I'm just going to go for YouTube, and I'm going to go for trucking. And that's the things that I'm going to pursue, because you only have so many hours in the day, right? So I had to make a choice, and we'll see. Time will tell. We'll see if I made the wrong decision or not. So, damn, Lady Boomer says, my 14-year-old grandson has a Nirvana shirt, is going to see Korn in October. I almost choked on my beer because I didn't know Korn was still like assembled as a band. And I loved their first album. Their first album was so fucking good. Was it self-titled? What a stupid band name, by the way, Korn. My band's name is Korn. But their first album was fucking good. Yeah, it was self-titled. That one was good, and I didn't like them after that. I didn't like anything after that, if I'm being honest. But that first album, fucking killer. Now that was a revolutionary album. That first Korn album, oh my god, that was good shit. So good. If you guys aren't familiar, it's a self-titled album. I'm sure it's here somewhere on YouTube. Worth the listen. Worth the fucking listen. CR England, absolutely. Hey, how's it going? I see you're getting a little off time in the perps. Wow, perks. It's about time to call it because I'm only 2 beers in and I'm like, I can't fucking read. The perks of Oops, Home Time Anywhere. Yeah, I guess so, Joey. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. But anyways, my friends, I tried to make it to 2 hours and I am fucking exhausted. So I want to say I do appreciate all the support tonight, everybody that came in to watch, and obviously the insane amount of super chats that came in tonight. You guys are off your fucking rockers doing things like that, but I'm not going to argue with you past that. That's the last argument you're going to hear. And also, Truckin' Made Successful was in the house. She's awesome. Never got to see if she responded or anything because I haven't made it through all the comments. I will read all the comments after the stream's over, but just thank you guys. What a fun night. Just absolutely incredible. And I will probably be back tomorrow for another live stream because I don't have shit to do till Monday now. So appreciate you guys. See you next time. I'm going to end the stream now. And thank you all so much for all the support. I love you guys. Bye now.